Hari Om to everyone. Seeking the blessings of Guruji. Ajam nirvikalpam nirakaramekam niranandamananda advaita purnam param nirgunam nirvishesham nirinam parabrahmarupam ganesham bhaje mam. I would like to ask each one of you listening to this as to what is the purpose of life. If I am a student, I will think that I should get very good marks and go to higher studies, maybe in abroad, study well, and get settled in life. And an youngster, get a very good job. If I am in a good job and there is some little disturbance, either with the manager or with the salary, then I switch over to another job. And then marriage, children. If I'm a senior citizen, then I must be rid of all the diseases and stay peacefully. And each stage, I must have the financial stability and many, many, many more like this. Isn't it so? But actually, what is the true purpose of life? Is it just moving on from one to the other? Finding happiness? Escaping from sorrows and struggles? Our life is a package of both happiness and unhappiness. But we always try to get rid of unhappiness and we go in search of happiness from the outside world. But actually, what is the true purpose of our life? Isn't it moksha? What is moksha? Do you want to know? Aren't you curious? It is the real quest of life. So quest here means searching for happiness. That is what we have been doing. We search for happiness in every place possible, in every situation possible. So what is moksha? This is the topic of the day. And to know more about it, let me share my screen. What is moksha? It is freedom from suffering and sorrow, release from bondage of samsara, that is liberation from birth and death cycle. But how to attain moksha? Would it be very difficult or is it easy? How to know about it? Let us just see a story of two kings who want to attain moksha. Once there lived a king of Magadha who would have known the teachings of many great gurus and decides that he would want to become a sannyasi and goes to the forest to get moksha. Then, in the meanwhile, there is another king who is a king of Cambodia. Without this being known to the other king, this king also decides to become a sannyasi
and goes to the forest to get moksha. Then, after many months, they both meet together and they decide to go to a village to get the alms. Then they both get the alms and they come back. After coming back, what they think is it would have been better if there were a little salt for taste. The other king says, I have a little salt with me, which I kept it for journey. I have given up the whole empire, but was unable to keep up the rule of sannyasa that nothing should be stored for future. I too left the kingdom with ease, but I am not able to control the taste. Then they both realize that desire for tasty food was the hindrance for sannyasa. They understood the true meaning of sannyasa and decided to go back to their kingdoms. The learning from their stay in the forest happens to be they returned to their duties as kings and ruled with love, peace, and harmony. They never got involved in the pleasures of a king and was totally detached. They understood that there was no need to go to the forest for sadhana to get moksha. Moksha can be achieved while doing all the normal duties. How does a grihastha fare in the scheme of moksha or liberation? A householder, how can he get liberation or moksha? This has been beautifully answered by Sri Ramana Maharshi. Why do you think you are a grihastha? If you go out as sannyasi, a similar thought that you are a sannyasi will haunt you. Whether you continue in the household or renounce it and go to the forest, your mind goes with you. The ego is the source of all thoughts. It creates the body and the world and makes you think you're a grihastha. If you renounce the world, it will only substitute the thought sannyasi for grihastha and the environments in the forest for those of the household. But the mental obstacles will still be there. They even increase in the new surroundings, isn't it? There is no help in change of environment. So the obstacle is the mind. It must be got over whether at home or in the forest. Even if you can do it in the forest, why not at home? Why change the environment? Your efforts can be made even now in whatever environment you are, whether at office, at kitchen, or playground. The same thing holds good. This has been beautifully told by Ramana Maharshi, and the environment will never change according to your desire. And he says the only useful purpose of the present birth is to turn within and realize the self. There is nothing else to do.
So, moksha is discovering our natural and essential nature, and it is also freedom from BMI, that is body, mind, and intellect. It can easily be known from the shloka that our Guruji has given. Nanu nanembudu nanalla, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವ ನಾನು ನಾನೇ, ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. So how to get rid of this ignorance that I am identifying myself as body, mind, and intellect? There is one small way of understanding it. You have the Chin Mudra, that is also called Gnana Mudra. This is how we keep our Gnana Mudra. Well, how our fingers are given is that these 4 fingers are together, but this is always separate. What does these indicate? This is the Jivatma, this is the Paramatma, and these are the Trigunas. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Sattvaguna. And this is the Jivatma and the Paramatma. So Chinmudra is always like this. So when our Jivatma is nothing but our self or the consciousness. So this Jivatma, if it leaves the gunas, the desire, then the greed, the lust, all those, if this Jivatma lives, and if it bends down by giving up ego, so it bends down giving up ego, then this is Paramatma. Paramatma will come and there will be unison. That is, Jivatma and Paramatma becomes one. It is such a simple Gnana Mudra wherein we can easily understand and follow it. We'll have to leave the 3 gunas, leave our ego, and automatically, if we are seeking moksha, then Jivatma, Paramatma becomes ekatva. That is, it becomes one. And how does this happen? It is through a guru, a Sadguru, a realized master. So how does this happen? Through the guru? Because he gives the right gnana. From the level at which we are in, we can grow further. The Bhagavad Gita says, Nahi gnanena sadrisham pavitram, as told by Krishna, which means nothing can purify us other than gnana. Gnana alone leads to mukti. So, a guru gives us Shravana, Manana, and we'll have to do the Nididhyasa, and that can lead us to moksha. We all desire to be happy always, without a tinge of sorrow. But an amazing fact, let me tell you, each one of us have experienced this happiness. Can I think for a moment, when is it? Don't we all sleep every day? It is in the sleep that there is no mind at all. The body identity is not there. Intellect is not there. So, to attain this natural happiness, one must know true self. For that, Ramana Maharshi says we have to do self-inquiry. That is, who am I? This is the chief means for moksha or happiness. This can be known from Tripura Rahasya. What is that? It is the Dattatreya who tells Parashurama a story about a city. There, a princess will be there who will enlighten her husband, the prince, and then that prince enlightens his father and brother. The princess gives enlightenment, the path, the direction or guidance of enlightenment to her mother-in-law also. It doesn't stop there. It continues. The king, the princess, all of them spread it to their family members, the ministers, and all of them. And the whole city gets enlightened. Don't you feel that a city having all the people to be Gnanis, a beautiful one? Is it really true? Can you just imagine to be true? Why not? It can be true when there are so many people who are Gnanis around us, but we are not, because we are ignorant, we are not able to recognize them. Why can't we have a goal that the whole world be full of Gnanis, with completely only the enlightened people around us, like what was told in Tripura Rahasya. The whole city had people full of Gnanis. Why can't ours be one? At least our Light of the Self Foundation be one such example wherein all the people are Gnanis. Our Guruji would help us all to be self-realized. And this is what we aspire for in our life. Hari Om.